that we can to turn this decision around.
Sinner says Hapag-Lloyd stopped accepting North American ag exports because of strong Asian demand for containers and slow container returns from foreign commodity buyers. He says they're hopeful the company will reconsider. Thanksgiving and Christmas gatherings this year could be fewer and smaller because of coronavirus concerns. So how will that impact the demand for turkey? Sarah Anderson, who's executive director of the Minnesota Turkey Growers Association, tells Brownfield that growers she talks to are optimistic about the holiday season.
Certainly right now it seems like things are clicking in the right direction, but we're cautious about that too.
Anderson says there does seem to be more interest in smaller birds because of the expectation of fewer people at those gatherings. USDA's cattle on feed report Friday showed 11.7 million cattle and calves on feed in the U.S. on October 1st. That's up 4% on the year, and it's the highest October 1st inventory since the series of reports started. But there are some signs expansion could be slowing. Placements into feedlots were up 6%. Ken Anderson on Brownfield Ag News for America.
Ever feel like something's off? For farmers like you, it's all too common. That's why at Golden Harvest, we're always on, bringing you the unique genetics, agronomic expertise, and tireless service that surpass conditions. Because no matter how things are today, they'll be different tomorrow. And we'll still be here doing whatever it takes for you. Because even on off days, we don't take days off. Visit goldenharvestseeds.com. Come and get it. Enlist E3 soybeans are hot, and Golden Harvest has yours. Get greater confidence, flexibility, and yield potential in your 2021 weed management system. We're relentless about your results, and that commitment never goes out of stock. Contact your Golden Harvest seed advisor today. Golden Harvest is a trademark of the Syngenta Group Company and lists E3 soybean technologies jointly developed with Dow AgroSciences LLC and MS Technologies LLC. And list E3 is a trademark of Dow AgroSciences LLC.
There are changes in schedules due to the winter weather. Anselmo-Myrna Public Schools will start at 10 a.m. No morning preschool. Breakfast will not be served. Ansley Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Buses running accordingly. No breakfast. Arcadia Public Schools, a 10 a.m. start. Buses will run accordingly. The Arnold Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Broken Bow Public Schools, a late start at 10 a.m. No morning preschool. Buses will run accordingly. Burwell Public Schools with a 10 o'clock start today. Callaway Public Schools starting at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. start at Litchfield today. Ord Public Schools, 10 a.m. start, no morning preschool. Sandhills Public Schools closed today. Sargent Public Schools, a late start at 10 a.m. Buses running accordingly. And the Thetford Public Schools, 10 o'clock start, no morning preschool.
Rocking the ranches and shaking the cities. KBBN 95.3, the mighty Thunderbird.
Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney. It is nice to have you along this morning. I'll be solo for a while today, if not the whole show. Brent will be coming over from his location a little bit later on. Late start for schools today, so we're going to kind of get started here with closings this morning, kind of let you know the changes that are taking place here in our area. And that is also, of course, posted on Sandhills Express as well, so you're welcome to check it out there. But in the meantime, let's do that right now and catch up just a little bit on what's not happening here. Really late starts, except I think one exception here. Let's take a listen. Here are changes in schedules due to the winter weather. Anselmo-Myrna Public Schools will start at 10 a.m. No morning preschool. Breakfast will not be served. Ansley Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Buses running accordingly. No breakfast. Arcadia Public Schools, a 10 a.m. start. Buses will run accordingly. The Arnold Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Broken Bow Public Schools, a late start at 10 a.m. No morning preschool. Buses will run accordingly. Burwell Public Schools with a 10 o'clock start today. Callaway Public Schools starting at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. start at Litchfield today. Ord Public Schools, 10 a.m. start, no morning preschool. Sandhills Public Schools closed today. Sargent Public Schools, a late start at 10 a.m. Buses running accordingly. And the Thetford Public Schools, 10 o'clock start, no morning preschool. Those are the changes as we have them. Those, again, are posted on sandhillsexpress.com, so check those out. Got a little Willie Nelson lined up this morning. I'll get organized while you listen to his latest release. I think you're going to like it. We've played it once here on the show. Go Breakfast Show. That's off his new CD called First Rose of Spring, and there's a lot of great cuts on that. If you like Willie at all, I think you're going to like this one. It's one of the, I think, maybe better ones that he's released in a while, and he's always good. So check it out and see what you think. All right, let's take a look at the school lunch menus this morning at Arnold today. And remember, a lot of 10 o'clock starts, so keep that in mind. But some of the breakfasts will not be happening, but they will be having lunch. And at Arnold today, ready rib on a bun for this Monday. I'm looking at the calendar here with you, and I see that we're going to be setting the clocks back Saturday night when we go to bed. Boy, that doesn't seem possible. At Callaway today, they're having spaghetti or chicken Alfredo. And at SEM today, it's lasagna, rolls, green beans, or peas. And let's see, this is, double check this because I got confused on this one. This is Broken Bow. And today, it looks like fresh baked ham and cheese subs, sloppy joes and grilled chicken sandwiches, and vegetables, fruit, and milk at Broken Bow today. 10 o'clock starts in a lot of these cases, remember. At Gothenburg, they're having pizza and lasagna, so it's Italian Day at Gothenburg. And that's the first half. Let me get the other ones over here that we usually split up. All right, grilled cheese sandwiches at Thedford today. That sounds good on this cold day. It's 11 and 12 degrees out there, and we're going to see temperatures dropping down to around 5 or 6 degrees overnight tonight, clearing skies, and it's going to get cold. Litchfield today, they're having tacos, tater tots, cucumbers, bananas, and milk. And at Cozad, see if I can turn the page here and see if they have another page for us to take a look at. I think they do. And today, on this 26th day at Cozad, they are having, get that, the hot option, chicken and waffles, corn, also ham and cheese roll-up, taco salad with cornbread, and sides like fresh garden salad, broccoli, ranch dressing, chilled fruit, and milk. That all sounds delicious. At Ansley today, chicken and spaghetti for lunch today. That's the main dish anyway. And let me double-check the front of this one, make sure I got the right school here. I thought so. Anselmo Myrna today, it's fresh baked ham and cheese subs, sloppy joes, and grilled chicken sandwiches. And let's see here. Sargent, that's last week, so we'll get that probably in later today for this week. So that's your school lunch menus right now. And we invite you to, check them out every day. We'll have the school lunch menus. Sometimes we get sidetracked, but they have good lunches for the kids. And also more and more schools are working with local producers, as you know, to bring the real beef to the lunchroom. That's a lot of good things happening there. Now, let's play the game. And we have a personal pan pizza coin here for you. So if you win this, you'll get a one-topping Pizza Hut personal pan pizza, courtesy of the Breakfast Show and the Pizza Hut. And we're talking about dessert of the month. That's what we've been bringing you. And let's take a look at this one. This dessert, made with fruit and coconut, is sometimes served as a salad and shares its name with an alcoholic drink. All right, here's your choices. Apple pie, amaretto, or ambrosia. Those are your choices. Apple pie, amaretto, or ambrosia. The dessert made with fruit and coconut, sometimes served as a salad and shares its name with an alcoholic drink. Call us at 872-2801.
From indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You got a friend.
And we have a friend on the phone. Nancy's with us this morning. Nancy, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You're doing
Not
good.
liking the cold weather, but we're still hanging in there.
Yeah, it's going to get better second half of this
Yeah.
week, so it won't be too bad. All right, here's your question. The dessert made with fruit and coconut, sometimes served as a salad and shares its name with an alcoholic drink. Apple pie, amaretto, or ambrosia?
I'm guessing ambrosia.
Yes, you're right. Ring the bell. All right, do you have to go outside today?
Yes, I do.
Got to go to work?
Already there.
You're already there. Well, then you're safe and sound. Be kind of careful. It's kind of slick out there in spots, isn't it?
It is.
All right. Nancy,
It is.
thanks so much for listening and talking to us this morning, and have yourself a great week.
You too.
All right, Nancy, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just in time, Steve Fowler's here.
Ooh, just in time, huh?
Just in time, just on time, in time, whatever the
Even Steven is usually what I go for.
Even Steven, that's a good one. Steve, how's things at the grocery cart? Have to move a little snow this morning, or
A little bit of snow yesterday, a little bit of snow this morning. Just enough to be annoying, really.
yeah, yeah, and a little slick underneath the
Yeah.
first layer. We actually thought we thought yesterday when it kind of quit snowing, it was maybe we weren't going to get that second jag.
Yeah, it sure came across, didn't it?
Yeah. So, but when you do it that way, you don't have quite as much to move the next time.
Well, yeah.
But-
unless you have the grocery cart awning.
Well, the little one out here causes the
With
same
about
problem.
3 feet of snow left up on it. But, yeah, that's the only thing I really had to deal with this morning is pulling that off and
Good.
throwing down some ice melt. So not a bad day, not a bad Monday at all. Just drive safe.
Yep.
Take it slow.
Walk kind of careful.
Yep.
You have some the salt for folks to pick up.
We sure do. It's
Okay.
in supply right at the front door as you enter. So grab a package and throw it in a cart and do your shopping for the rest of your goods that you might need. And of course, you got Halloween just around the corner. You know, we always hope that the snow holds off till after Halloween, but not this year. But the GK's got plenty of aisle 1 Halloween candy. So look over in aisle 1 just across from the meat department, and if you're going to maybe make a treat package for a niece, nephew, grandson, granddaughter, that's a good way to fill one of those packages up. Or if you are going to trick or treat, do it safely and definitely grab some candy at the GK.
All right. And I know they have the trunk and treat this Friday in the square. So if you have little ones, sometimes that's the best way to do that.
Yeah.
But you'll want to have candy at the house for those who want to still drop by.
Well, let's face it, you're going to eat half the bag, so you
Yeah.
might as well get the candy and satisfy both needs, right?
I'm going with a little Snickers then. That way
Right. Get a little bit of what you like, right?
eat those for another, week or two, right?
That's what my dad always did. Almond Joys. He'd pick those up. Kids don't want that.
No.
Usually. So
Almond Joy. Yeah, that'd be a good choice. If you liked it.
if you like coconut and chocolate and nuts, absolutely.
Your dad's a smart guy.
He is. Yep, he sure is. So, other than that, of course, it's another ad week, Dave. We've got October 26th through November 1st already. Bleeding into that November month on this ad. So the year 2020 is rolling fast to a close. And it's been an eventful one, to say the least. But
Yeah. 19 and 20 have been eventful.
they sure have. But no fear, GK's got you covered on all the great spooktacular savings that you can enjoy this week. So we'll start in the meat department. Fresh meat, always a good way to start your grocery list. Grocery Cart's Premium Age Choice Certified Angus Beef Sirloin Tip Steak at a great value, $4.28 a pound. A good customer favorite is always cube steak, tenderized to perfection, and all you got to do is fry it up, bread it up, fry it up, and serve it with some mashed potatoes and gravy, and you're set. $4.38 a pound on those. Baby back pork ribs by Hormel, $3.98 a pound, and bone-in St. Louis pork ribs, $3.48 a pound. It's never too late to pull out that smoker for some people.
No.
Or oven ribs are definitely not bad, so definitely pick those up. Best Buy fresh, frozen, boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets, only $1.98 a pound. Grab a bag of 2.5-pound Best Choice chicken wing portions for the next game day or any day, $6.78 each on those. Vandekamp breaded fish, $4.98 each. Aquastar breaded shrimp in a bag, $9.98. Definitely great items to have in the freezer. Also, you always want to have a pack of bacon in the fridge. Dailies stack pack sliced bacon, 24-ounce package, $7.28 each. Over in the dairy at the grocery cart, we've got Best Choice sour cream, 2 varieties, 16 ounces, only $1.40. Land O'Lakes cottage cheese, 24 ounces, $2.88 each. Frozen foods department at the grocery cart. Stouffer's family size entrees, so you can grab a large lasagna or whatever you like best, and they're only $7.58. Just allow, just from experience, we baked pot pies over the weekend, and you never remember, if you don't eat them a lot, how long they take to bake. The instructions say 1 hour, and I'm like, wow, well, I guess we aren't eating for a while.
These are ones you made or ones you...
The ones is Marie Calendar,
right,
frozen.
Okay, the ones
so anything
you're talking about.
Larger and that are froze clear into the middle obviously take a little longer to bake, so just allow the prep time for that.
So those are premium, then, aren't they? I mean, they're...
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't had a pot pie in a long time, but anyway, just that baking time, always anticipate that hour to bake a larger entree from the frozen department. Best Choice frozen waffles, 2 for $3. Edwards cookies and cream, Hershey, key lime, turtle, or whipped cheesecake pies. There's some new varieties in that Edwards line, a peach one and a caramel one, I want to say, so definitely check those out. Only $6.38 this week. Flavor pack stir fry blends, great with if you're eating healthy with a great protein like chicken and some stir fry and maybe a little rice, or you could use it for Asian cuisine as well. Flavor pack stir fry blends, $1.78 each in the frozen food department, among many other great deals throughout those departments. We'll hop on over to grocery savings at the GK. Sara Lee artisanal breads, 2 for $5. Frito-Lay kettle or regular Lay's, 2 for $4. Swiss Miss hot cocoa, that sounds good about right now. When the feet are cold or the hands are cold and you're shoveling snow, you come into a nice hot cup of hot cocoa. So $1.78 each on those. Cremette pasta, always an economical choice when it comes to meals. 93 cents each on the Cremette pastas, and then Prego red or white pasta sauces are only $1.88 as well. So pick up all those and more. Plus, Best Choice tomato juice, 64 ounces, $1.88. Swanson beef or chicken broth in a can, 14.5 ounce, only 98 cents. General Mills select variety cereals, 4 for $10. Libby's peaches, pears, or fruit cocktail, 3 for $5. Bush's chili beans in a can, $1.18. And Best Choice powdered or brown sugar 2-pound bag, $1.38 each. You can just kind of tell that the seasons are changing. You got broth and you got chili fixins and baking items and hot cocoa all on ad and on sale. So farm fresh produce at the GK never disappoints. Plus it's a nice healthy way to stay healthy. Crisp celery, 98 cents each. Ocean Spray fresh cranberries, 2 for $4 in a bag. 1-pound bag of Green Giant baby carrots, 98 cents each. 5-pound bag of grapefruit, $4.98. Best Choice russet potatoes in a 10-pound bag, 2 for $6. Dole baby spinach, 2 for $4. Highline whole white mushrooms, 2 for $4, and much, much more. Over in the Fresh Deli, of course, we always have a lot going on over there, from Chester's Chicken, happy hour tenders from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. They're $1 tenders from that time frame every day of the week. On ad this week, you can enjoy Mrs. Jerry's 3-bean salad, $3.78 a pound. Caddy Creek triple pepper cheese, $5.98 a pound, and Kretschmar oven roasted turkey, $7.98 a pound. So all that and more in that GK Deli. Fresh Bakery, and bakery. We've got decorated cupcakes by the dozen, $8.98. If you call in early this week, you could get some Halloween-themed ones made up, probably, as long as you give them enough advance notice on those cupcakes. So that might be an extra charge depending on what you ask for, of course. But the generic ones we put out on the table, $8.98 this week for a dozen cupcakes. Clyde's Fritters, 6-count, 3 varieties, $2.98 each. Much more in that bakery as well. Check it all out. The fresh breads are always baked daily, and the cookies are baked every couple days as well. And you can't beat those chocolate chip cookies with a nice glass of milk.
Mm-hmm.
Wine and Spirit Shop is always full to the max with all your favorites. Check out all the varieties back there, including Bailey's Irish Cream 750s, $32.98 this week. We've got the 6-pack 12-ounce bottles of Busch Light, Bud Light, Miller, Budweiser, Coors Light, $6.98 this week, and much, much more. And last but not least, rewards bonus items at the GK. This week, if you spend around $30, you'd earn about 3,200 or more points. Use those points towards free items at the GK or gas discounts at Casey's and Broken Bow. The items are Old Orchard apple juice, 64 ounces, 4 for $5, earn 200 points. And there's no limit, so if you want a whole case of apple juice, you would get the case, how many are in a case, times the 200 points. So, and that goes for all the items. We've got Dakota Brand Summer Sausage, 9 ounces, 2 for $6, earn 300 points. Crunchmaster Crackers, kind of a new item in our bakery department, $2.98, earn 300 points. Lewisburg Apple Cider, that sounds great as well, kind of like that hot cocoa. Heat that up and have a nice warm cup of apple cider in a gallon, $7.98, earn 800 points per on those. Van Camp Pork and Beans, 15 ounces, 78 cents, earn 150 points. Chester's Dark Meat Chicken Box, order yours today, $7.98, earn 1,000 points per on that. So definitely a go-to item this evening if you're looking for something quick and ready for you to eat for your family. Mr. Dell's Potatoes, 2 for $4, earn 200 points. And Crystal Farms Grated Parmesan Cheese, $3.48, earn 400 points. And again, don't forget that Halloween candy over in aisle 1.
All right.
A lot of great savings.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you probably know, but I think this is the opening of pheasant season this weekend. So those guys out there that are going to be tromping around in the fields out there, if you need sandwich meats and that sort of thing from the deli, stop by and stick those in your cooler. And
absolutely.
Of course, the specials that you mentioned, a lot of different things apply there. And we set our clocks back an hour on Saturday night. So that means we're going to have more dark time after work. We're going to need more snacks when we get home.
Fall back is nicer than spring forward, though.
I agree.
I mean, just saying.
I'm with you. And the other question I have before you go on is, you mentioned hot chocolate several times. Are you a marshmallow guy?
Hot cocoa with the marshmallows. Yeah. I mean, I'll drink it without. But
Me too.
I like the marshmallows. They don't ever last very long for me. They're usually the first to go.
You use the little ones?
Well, yeah, the mini marshmallows, and then some of those hot cocos come with marshmallows in them. They're kind of a dried little marshmallow. Those are okay too, but yeah, I'm a marshmallow fan.
Okay. You have marshmallows?
Oh, we have marshmallows.
Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, we've got Best Choice marshmallows. We have a new Best Choice and Always Save ad coming out this Wednesday, the 28th, so be looking out for that. It's the colored flyer that you can pick up at the store, and it's themed for Thanksgiving and otherwise. There's some great items like stuffing mix, French fried onions by Best Choice, Best Choice roaster bags for the turkeys, Best Choice cranberry sauce, canned pumpkin, frozen pie crust, and much, much more. So
Thanksgiving already.
Yeah, we're leaking into that November already. It's coming, Dave.
Yeah, and I know there's some discussion about whether families are going to gather as much, and that's certainly up to them, but I think the meal's still very important.
Oh, yeah,
you
absolutely.
Know, even if you stay home, you got to have that turkey.
There was one year our immediate family, like my folks and my brother and his family, couldn't get together, and we made for ourselves a Thanksgiving meal. It's just appropriate, and it's something you can't pass up because you don't make that all year long. You just don't.
No.
I mean, maybe some people do. I can't speak for everyone, but I know I've never made a Thanksgiving meal
any other
time of year. So it's something I always look forward to.
We do too, and turkey's really very good,
Right.
but you just don't think about it so much. You would know better than anybody how many turkeys you sell during the rest of the season, rest of the year.
The rest of the year is hardly anything compared to the Thanksgiving and Christmas time frame. But, when you really think about it down to it, it's an economical protein that you should consider buying throughout the year, because when you cook it, take the time to prepare it, then you have leftover sandwich meat and such for days. And as far as an economical protein, that feeds the family for 2 or 3 days and at least, and that's a great way to do it.
And if you don't get together, you're going to have sandwiches a little longer, because if you do like a lot of people when they get together for Thanksgiving, and I hope most of you can do that in a safe way, but if you get together, you have the big dinner and you're miserable for a long time, and then people start rounding around the table along about dark,
right,
and start nibbling. Pretty soon you have another meal off of that same turkey.
Absolutely, yep.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, those times are a thing to treasure, and I hope folks get together this year. And like you said, do it safely. If there's someone that's ill in your family, you got to be, I guess, smart about it, because you want everybody to be healthy.
Right.
That's what it amounts to. So
here we are talking about Thanksgiving. We got Halloween coming up this weekend. Blink, here comes Christmas.
Yes.
And I know you're preparing for that. How's your supply right now? Are you short on some things yet? I know some things are still tough out there.
Yeah, I mean, we never did get the jars in or the lids. They're still empty. And we've obviously, that ship sailed, so most folks, if they get them, are going to get them for next year once they start arriving. But the cleaning aisle, paper aisle, still fairly empty, unfortunately. And things are starting to come back that weren't there. Mm-hmm. So there's some good and I guess what you'd call bad still there. Disinfecting wipes are hard to get. We can get plenty of sanitizer though. So soft soap is kind of hard to get as well still, and some of the alcohol in aisle 10, not the drinking alcohol,
right.
Rubbing alcohol and hydrogen peroxide and all that's hard to get still. But we'll all survive.
Yeah.
It's nothing that isn't survivable with a little bit of ingenuity. Washing the hands is the number one thing. So when you can get your hands on some soap that is antibacterial, definitely grab some. So,
but even good old-fashioned regular soap does the trick.
It'll work too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always fun having you in, Steve. I know that people enjoy shopping. My wife says the new produce department is fantastic. People liking that.
Yeah, there's a lot of great new items there that, we were never able to carry because we just didn't have the merchandising available. And with that upgrade that we did, I know some things got shifted around, but you'll get used to it and find things before long. And plus, there's all those added great items, from organics to more Hispanic items, and a lot of dry goods like dried fruit and nut mixes and all sorts of stuff that we couldn't carry before. So,
Sounds great. Sounds good. Now, Brent's not able to be here this morning. He's coming in later.
Oh.
So would you kind of go with me next time when you come back? Because I don't even know if he's on his way over here yet, so I doubt he's listening. But I would really like to ask you to work with me on this, that you're going to have a special permanent station with Velveeta cheese. Just a display all of its own in its glory.
We'll have a sous chef there preparing different Velveeta items and lopping off hunks of Velveeta for samples.
Yes.
There'll be a fondue fountain of Velveeta. It's quite the dream.
You know what to do, man. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Dave.
News is next.
And action! It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On on KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A week and a day until the election, and early voting continues to be a big hit. CBS's Ed O'Keefe is outside New York City's Madison Square Garden.
Early voting is underway here in Midtown Manhattan. More than 287,000 New Yorkers have cast ballots through the weekend, as millions have done so across the country, shattering records.
Police in Boston are investigating a fire inside a ballot drop box. Secretary of State William Gavin.
There were 122 ballots in the box altogether, 87 of which appeared to be undamaged, save for the fact they were wet as a result of the effort to extinguish the fire.
Senate Republicans are expected to confirm Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court later today, much to the dismay of Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Confirming a lifetime appointment this late into a presidential election season is outrageous.
Vice President Pence will preside over the vote despite a COVID outbreak among his staffers. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Gavin Higgins with you, and here is a look at state news. The Scottsbluff County Detention Center reported Thursday 33 inmates and 10 employees have tested positive for COVID-19. There are no hospitalizations among inmates, and many are not experiencing any symptoms. Scottsbluff County Sheriff Mark Overman says they've been working with University of Nebraska Medical Center infectious disease specialists to actively manage the COVID-19 response in the facility. Panhandle Public Health District, Region 21, 22, and 23 Emergency Management, and Scottsbluff County Health Department are working as a unified command on this evolving situation. Essential updates will be regularly communicated to the public and community partners. The Ogallala Sioux Tribal Council has ordered a week-long lockdown for the Pine Ridge Reservation that began 10 o'clock Friday night to 6 a.m. on Friday, October 30th. The vote was 15-2, with 2 council members not voting. The lockdown means that in most cases, no one will be allowed to travel on or off the reservation for 7 days. The Bureau of Indian Affairs, tribal roads, and non-essential businesses will close for a week as well. Essential employees and services supporting the tribe are not included in the lockdown, nor is emergency travel. There are also specific plans to provide elders with food and ensure mental health care for tribal residents. Ogallala, Lakota County, which includes most of the Pine Ridge Reservation, had 357 active cases on Thursday, while the Indian Health Services Hospital in Pine Ridge had 17 patients with COVID-19. The county has had 710 confirmed cases, 348 recoveries, and 5 deaths since the start of the pandemic. Over 21% of RT-PCR tests have come back positive. Union Pacific profit and revenue slumped by double digits in the third quarter. Still, the volume of shipments the railroad handled rebounded from the previous quarter as the economy emerged from the worst of the virus-related shutdowns earlier this year. The company's quarterly net income fell 12% to $1.36 billion, or $2.01 per share. Revenue fell 11%. Volume fell 4% compared with last year, but that was a significant improvement over the second quarter when volume plunged 20% as factories and businesses shut down with COVID-19 infections spreading in the U.S.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 5 of the World Series, the Dodgers defeat the Rays 4-2 to move within one win of the World Series title. Corey Seager and Cody Bellinger each had RBI singles in the first inning. Jock Peterson and Max Muncy hit solo home runs in support of starter Clayton Kershaw, who earned the win. He went 5 2/3 innings, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Tyler Glasnow, the starter for Tampa Bay, took the loss. He went 5 innings, allowed 4 earned runs on 6 hits. LA with a 3-2 series lead. Check out Week 7 in the NFL Sunday night. Overtime for the Cardinals to slip by the Seahawks 37-34. That's Seattle's first loss of the year. Kyler Murray, quarterback for Arizona, had 4 touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 rushing. Seattle quarterback Russell Wilson had 3 touchdown passes, but 3 interceptions as Seattle falls to 5-1. Arizona improves to 5-2. Other games to note, Buccaneers beat the Raiders 45-20. Tom Brady, 5 touchdowns for Tampa Bay, 4 passing, 1 rushing. The Steelers beat the Titans 27-24. Pittsburgh is 6-0. Tennessee now 5-1 with their first loss.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Cloudy skies in store for today with high temperatures climbing into the lower 20s. Winds breezy from the northwest at 5 to 15. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 8 degrees. Tuesday, abundant sunshine, milder with mid-30s for high temperatures. Much warmer on Wednesday. That stretch of sunny weather looks to continue. We'll push up to 51. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm Staff Meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me at 308-872-6849. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
You're listening to KCNI, KBBN Radio. We appreciate that very much. Let's take a look at our current conditions this morning. Not a lot of change from 5 and 6 o'clock this morning. We're hanging around 11 and 12 degrees, 12 right now under a cloudy sky. Winds are out of the northwest 5 to 10. Barometric pressure bouncing up and down, and it's staying around 30, 39 to 30, 40. Humidity also pretty steady at 81%. It was 78% at 6 o'clock this morning. High yesterday was 24 with an overnight low of 11 degrees. Sunset today at 6:42. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:04. We recorded 500ths precipitation as of 7 o'clock this morning. 1,500ths precipitation yesterday morning at 7 o'clock. So 20 total from this jag of moisture that moved through the state. Looked like on the map yesterday that north of us was some of the heavier winter weather. Here in central Custer County, we're estimating 3 to 4 inches of snowfall. It was the type of snow, as you know, that had a lot of water in it early on, so it settled pretty quickly. I got up early on Sunday morning and looked out, and I thought, oh my gosh, there might be more than we thought by that time of the day. And when we looked back out later in the morning, it had settled a lot. So it was very difficult to measure, but I did receive a word from Butch McGinn up on Rifle Creek north of Anselmo, and I believe he said somewhere around 3 to 4 inches there as well, estimated. So the moisture is good. It'll slow the harvest down a little bit as maybe getting towards the end of harvest in some cases. This will probably slow it down a little bit. Second half of this week, though, we're going to start warming up, and we'll have temperatures in the 50s out there going into the weekend, the opening weekend of pheasant season. I believe one box is this weekend as well. And throughout this week, we'll be having volleyball for you tonight and tomorrow night. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. And also football on Friday. So you're inside, of course, for volleyball, so that won't bother the first part of this week. And it'll be nice to get to football on Friday and have it be a little warmer than it certainly is right now. It'd be pretty tough out there playing in this. So that's the good news. And, of course, we want you to stay tuned hourly for our weather. And here on KBBN, we bring you weather at the top of every hour. Over on KCNI, once we get rolling, every half hour at the top and at the bottom of the hour. So keep it right here to Central Nebraska's news source.
Welcome to Broken Bow, One Box hunters and guests. We hope you have a great visit while you are here. In honor of the One Box Hunt, come see us at Bo Bootery and save on fashion boots. They're 20% off. We have lots of ankle boots and tall boots in black, brown, and red. Wear them for one box or save them for an occasion later. Fashion boots, 20% off right now at Bo Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
Other banks charge fees on savings and checking accounts. Doesn't sound good, does it? Capital One reimagined banking. So it sounds more like this. With Capital One, you can open an account with no fees or minimums in 5 minutes. Get started now at a Capital One location or online. Sound good to you? This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
For consumers only. Approval required. Offered by Capital One N.A. member FDIC. Copyright 2018 Capital One.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, have you noticed how everyone's grammar is completely awful now? Like, you know, the texting and the LOLs. Whatever happened to punctuation? I mean, drivers who switch to Progressive could save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
11 past the hour of 8 o'clock. A little later on in the show today, we're going to be giving you a chance to win Veterans Memorial tickets. Now, these tickets are going to give you a chance to win either $100, $300, or $500 in gift cards to the grocery cart here in Broken Bow. Steve was just here, and they're helping participate in this as they do so many times. And so this will be a great chance for you to win some groceries, basically. The drawing will be held on November 11th, very special day, of course. And you can purchase your tickets now by stopping by Culligan Water here in Broken Bow. You can get one for $5 or 5 for $20. Because they're not having that soup supper, this is how they're going to do it this year. On Veterans Day, November 11th, you can stop by the Veterans Building here in Broken Bow, right behind Gateway Motors, from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. to purchase your tickets, and then they'll have the drawing that night. So on Veterans Day, the Veterans Building will be open, and while you're there, take a look at the monuments and memorials they have there. Really, really nice and kind of wonderful to see. So I'm sure they wouldn't mind you taking a look while you're there. But while you're there on Veterans Day, you can pick up your tickets if you haven't done so before, or you can do it more than once as well. Again, three winners receiving gift cards from Grocery Cart. First place, $500. Second place, $300. And third place, $100. And the proceeds will go to help the Veterans Memorial Building Maintenance Fund. And so we'll be doing that a little bit later on in the show. I thought maybe it would be Country Music Day, and I'm talking pure country. Of course, KCNI1280.com. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Callaway Good Life Center. We have some things we want to mention this morning. Opportunities for a career at the Callaway Good Life Center. And they are looking for LPNs, RNs, part or full-time positions are available. And they have a night charge nurse shift available, a day shift medication nurse, and some other duties with that for the right applicant. Competitive wages and benefits. CNA and MA part and full-time positions also available. Competitive wages and benefits there. Dietary. In that area, they're looking for a part-time cook position, paying competitive wages and benefits. Call 308-836-2267, 836-2267. This is a small, skilled nursing facility that strives to create a home-like and friendly environment for both residents and staff. And if you want to become part of this amazing team, contact them for an application. You can also find them on the web for an application at CallawayGoodLife.com. You can call Vicki or Brandy at 836-2267 or email them at CallawayGoodLife@gpcom.net. They look forward to having you join their family to take care of some wonderful people. You can see this listing on the Sandhills employment page, on the jobs page, so check it out for more details there. All right, more Pure Country coming your way this morning on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
I saw miles and miles of Texas, gonna live
show or watching it, and we appreciate that. Now, a real exciting thing is going on in Ansley. It's called Livia's Boutique, and it's exciting because they are just getting all sorts of new merchandise in. People are responding really well to the new store on Main Street, and so they have new fall arrivals in addition to their fall clothes that they have. They have new Myra bags, colognes, and perfumes. They have stocking stuffers for the kids, thinking about Christmas. And while you shop, enjoy the sample cup of their new coffees that they now carry. They brew a new flavor each day for you to try. If the coffee is not your style, they also have flavored tea bags and loose leaf tea as well. Also in stock, greeting cards for every occasion. So you don't need to shop out of the county. You can shop right in the town of Ansley for this holiday season. Livia's Boutique will help you complete your Christmas list. They are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4, right on Main Street. You can't miss it. And you can just go look to the right side if you're heading into Ansley from Highway 2. Go past the lumber yard, and you'll see it right there. And they can even order online for you as well. And don't forget now, they have men's clothing there, and they have jeans. That's right. And I'm going to go check that out and see if I can buy a pair of Wranglers here in Custer County. I think I can, because Livia's Boutique is getting those in as well. So check them out. Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 5, and Saturday, 10 to 4 on Main Street of Ansley. Livia's Boutique in Ansley, Nebraska. They got all the new fall merchandise in addition to their fall clothes that are on the racks for you to take a look at. So check them out. It's Country Day, Pure Country Day.
It comes from Mississippi and down in Alabama, creeping like a fever.
Marty Stewart, the Hillbilly Rock. You know, I can't play this music that we're playing this morning without thinking about Roger McGooden. He just was right up this country music alley that we're playing this morning. Probably did some of these songs. I know he's a big Marty Robbins fan, and we miss him. Still miss Roger. All right, let's take a look here. Brent did send out an email about some of our coverage plans. Sub-district volleyball tonight. C110 subdistrict on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM. Broken Bow will take on the winner of Ainsworth Valentine at 7:30 tonight at the Broken Bow Gym, and you'll hear it here on KCNI this evening. In D110 subdistrict on KBBN 95.3 FM, Angeli Litchfield takes on Sandhills Valley at 5:30, followed by Anselmo Myrna meeting Maxwell afterwards. Also on Tuesday, C110 subdistrict finals on KCNI 96.3 FM and 1280 AM. Hopefully Broken Bow will win and move on, and we'll have them featured. D110 subdistrict final on KBBN 95.3 FM. So we'll follow up the finals subdistrict on C110 and also on D110. And they're both scheduled for 7 o'clock on Tuesday night, but we'll have both stations to work with, so we'll get that up for you. And then state football playoffs on Friday. Sandhills Thedford meets Loomis in Thedford. We'll have that for you. At 6 p.m., Ansley Litchfield meets Bruning Davenport Shickley in Ansley at 6 p.m. We'll have that for you on KBBN as well. So we've got you covered. Those are the games we'll be covering this week. Should be exciting. And congratulations to all the teams who completed their regular seasons. Of course, Broken Bow played in their conference matches that we had for you on the radio last week and on a live video stream. The reaction to that was wonderful. Tiffany Theater in Broken Bow showed the matches on their big screen, and people really enjoyed that. Brent mentioned in this email that a lot of people who were watching the football game with Broken Bow hosting Minden on Friday night were also watching the volleyball on their phones. So it worked out great. And we'll try to do some more of that as we move forward. The response has been super good. And we continue to try our very best to be your Husker and high school sports connection. And unfortunately, the Huskers didn't have a great day this past Saturday with Ohio State. Couple of little things that kind of happened in the first portion of the game that I think could have went differently and changed at least most of the first half, but they're looking better. Most of the announcers, even the TV announcers, were saying that it looks like they're getting on track and going to be a very competitive team as they move forward. So we hope so. So that's some of the things that took place last week. Not all of them, a few of them. Last week was a bit of a blur sports-wise. This week we're diving into more of the sub-district volleyball and the second round of the football state playoffs. So we're looking forward to covering that for you. One more Marty Stewart song for you because it fits what we're doing today. Yeah, that's country. Marty Stewart. And if you happen to catch the educational Nebraska ETV presentation earlier this year about country, Marty Stewart knows a lot about the artists who began country. He worked with many of those artists as a little boy. So his background is true blue, pure country, no doubt about it. Good to have you along. I want to talk a little bit about Brewbakers in Arnold, Nebraska. I should say Brewbakers Coffee House and Gifts. They have a dynamite store. Now, they're closed today. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and on Saturdays, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. It is a gathering place for the community, but lots of people drive there from all over, all around, to shop and enjoy the atmosphere. Now, they are having an open house, holiday open house at Brewbakers Coffee House and Gifts on Thursday, November 5th from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. They're going to have hot cider and appetizers from 5 until 7 p.m. On Friday, November 6th, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. And on Saturday, November 7th, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. So that's basically next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, an open house at Brewbakers Coffee House in Arnold. Also, 25% off merchandise. There are some exclusions, but not many. They also have new Christmas decor in, loads of stocking stuffers for all ages, gifts for the whole family and your friends, and you can register to win a door prize. Shop local, shop early, and save. You can go in this week and do some shopping ahead of the open house. They don't mind that. Have yourself a cup and enjoy the atmosphere of the beautiful Brewbakers Coffee House and Gifts, totally restored building on Main Street in Arnold, Nebraska. It is really, really nice. You're going to love it. You won't be disappointed. Let me just feel confident in telling you that. All right. Well, we're playing Pure Country today.
I feel tears welling up, cold and deep inside, like my heart's strung up.
care and love people who need your help. If you're that kind of person, talk to Kent at Quality Senior Villages right here in Broken Bow. They would love to talk to you about possible future employment and see what your qualifications are. It's Pure Country Day today, and we're just going to roll with a lot of good Pure Country for you on this Monday morning. A lot of late starts, 10 o'clock starts for schools. Those are posted on Sandhills Express if you'd like to take a look.
How are you? Good to see you.
You can pick them up on Veterans Day, November 11th, by stopping by the Veterans Building from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. to purchase the tickets, with the drawing to be held that night. So that's the way that works, and we'll be giving away one of those tickets before we close the show this morning here on this Monday.
Ballot in Irving.
I would recommend anybody to take advantage of this time, because on Election Day, it's just one day, one opportunity. You miss it, you miss it. You know, another 4 years, and I want that to happen.
Early voting got underway in Maryland this morning. Senate Republicans expected to confirm Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court later today. Politico's Daniel Lippman.
There really is no doubt that she will be a justice. There's also no chance for Democrats to stop it. Even if Joe Biden wins, they can't roll back this nomination. Once you're on the court, you're on the court.
They're bracing for the possibility of new wildfires north of L.A. KCAL's Jeff Nguyen.
SoCal Edison says that nearly 5,000 customers in Riverside County could have their power cut off if the winds are strong enough to elevate the fire danger.
Jeff Nguyen reporting from Santa Clarita. CBS News Brief, I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 5 of the World Series, the Dodgers defeat the Rays 4-2 to move within one win of the World Series title. Corey Seager and Cody Bellinger each had RBI singles in the first inning. Jock Peterson and Max Muncy hit solo home runs in support of starter Clayton Kershaw, who earned the win. He went 5 2/3 innings, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Tyler Glasnow, the starter for Tampa Bay, took the loss. He went 5 innings, allowed 4 earned runs on 6 hits. LA with a 3-2 series lead. Check out Week 7 in the NFL Sunday night. Overtime for the Cardinals to slip by the Seahawks 37-34. That's Seattle's first loss of the year. Kyler Murray, quarterback for Arizona, had 4 touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 rushing. Seattle quarterback Russell Wilson had 3 touchdown passes, but 3 interceptions. As Seattle falls to 5-1, Arizona improves to 5-2. Other games to note: Buccaneers beat the Raiders 45-20. Tom Brady 5 touchdowns for Tampa Bay, 4 passing, 1 rushing. The Steelers beat the Titans 27-24. Pittsburgh 6-0. Tennessee now 5-1 with their first loss.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Cloudy skies in store for today with high temperatures climbing into the lower 20s. Winds breezy from the northwest at 5 to 15. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 8 degrees. Tuesday, abundant sunshine, milder with mid-30s for high temperatures. Much warmer on Wednesday. That stretch of sunny weather looks to continue. We'll push up to 51. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your place for all things pivots and electrical. Call today to schedule your fall pivot maintenance. Lance offers a flat rate tower inspection fee, 10% off any parts needed, and a 46-point inspection process that ensures your peace of mind in the spring. Maybe you're in the market for a new sprinkler package or a brand new Zematic pivot. They can help with that too. With 0% financing, now is the time to replace that old pivot and enjoy the power of Zematic in your fields. And ask how they can save you $500 on a sprinkler package. With harvest coming, make sure your grain bins are in top working order by having them checked over or even rewired. Lance and the crew will keep your bins in top shape so you don't worry about wet corn at your busiest time. They also carry the widest range of fuses and capacitors in town. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
13 degrees outside, still some cloud cover over the top here this morning, and a little wind out there to bring those wind chills down. So if you're going to go out and do some scooping, you want to dress up nice and warm. Then also, we're not used to scooping. You know the drill there. Kind of stop every once in a while and make sure you're not overdoing it. And be careful while you're walking and driving out there this morning. Some late starts for schools. Let's run those down for you one more time. Anselmo Myrna schools starting at 10 a.m. No morning preschool. Breakfast will not be served. Ansley Public Schools, a late start at 10. Arcadia Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. Arcadia, 2-hour late start on this Monday. Arcadia Public Schools. Arnold Public Schools as well, starting at 10. Broken Bow Schools starting at 10 a.m. with no morning preschool. Burwell Schools starting at 10 o'clock start at Callaway. Litchfield Public Schools with a 10 o'clock start. A late start at Ord Public Schools, 10 a.m. No school at Sandhills Public Schools at Dunning today. They are not having classes. Sargent Public Schools starting at 10 a.m. and the Thedford Schools starting at 10 a.m. This just in as well, due to exposure to a positive test, the Prairie Pioneer Center will be shut down for a while. The employees are having to be quarantined for 14 days, and the center will be closed until November 9th. They regret that there will be no meal deliveries or takeout meals during this time, so please plan accordingly. Again, due to exposure to a positive COVID-19 test at the Prairie Pioneer Center, the employees are now quarantined for 14 days. The center will reopen November 9th, and they regret that this has happened, but there will be no meals deliveries or takeout, and of course they will be closed, so you have to plan for that change due to COVID-19. Let's talk a little bit about Roxanne. Now, Roxanne is originally from Custer County, moved to Grand Island, and set up a career for herself and servicing people in the area of hearing needs. And Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years experience. And now she's moved back, been here for a few years now, in Broken Bow on the east side of the square, sharing the Chamber building. And Roxanne is offering a $1,500 stimulus special. Receive a $500 discount for buying local, and call Roxanne to find out more about these savings. And they'll also be willing to take in your trade-ins. If you have hearing aids, you can trade those in as well. If you're having a hard time understanding loved ones over the phone or in person, well, that can be difficult. And this is a difficult time where you need to talk with somebody. So ask Roxanne about the free amplified phones for residents of Nebraska. Don't struggle alone. Let Roxanne help you find a solution to your hearing. And first of all, she works with the Nebraska Department of Hearing, and she can get you set up to get a phone that would help you talk to your loved ones over the phone. And again, she has follow-up care and provides office visits. Call to make an appointment at 308-384-3852. 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. Again, located in the Broken Bow Chamber building, 4 doors down from the Bow Bootery. The business name is on the glass on the front window there, and Roxanne will take very, very good care of you. Music from George Strait, Amarillo. Amarillo by Morning.
Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell and engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
The candy's gone.
At Walgreens, we know that monsters have a sweet tooth too.
Monsters?
Thankfully, Walgreens helps you get scary fast with safe and quick in-store shopping and same-day contactless pickup. So you can easily replenish the candy the monsters ate. Make Halloween happen with Walgreens. And be sure to grab an extra bag of candy, just in case the monsters get hungry again. Walgreens.
Now, every morning at Taco John's, we're serving up 2 bacon or sausage meat and potato breakfast burritos for just $5. This kind of value makes de-burritoing yourself from underneath your covers totally worth it. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Wishing you a joyful Christmas from Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad. You're invited to their Joyful Christmas open house Thursday, November 5th, Friday, November 6th, and Saturday, November 7th. Celebrate the season with brand new items and some of your favorites, perfect for everyone on your Christmas gift list. Holiday giveaways and tasty food samples Thursday 1 to 6, Friday and Saturday from 10 to 5. Follow them on Facebook this holiday season for all their upcoming events. It'll be a joyful Christmas at Rustic and Red's open house in downtown Cozad.
Ever feel like something's off? For farmers like you, it's all too common. That's why at Golden Harvest, we're always on. Bringing you the unique genetics, agronomic expertise, and tireless service that surpass conditions. Because no matter how things are today, they'll be different tomorrow. And we'll still be here, doing whatever it takes for you. Because even on off days, we don't take days off. Visit goldenharvestseeds.com. Come and get it. Enlist E3 soybeans are hot, and Golden Harvest has yours. Get greater confidence, flexibility, and yield potential in your 2021 weed management system. We're relentless about your results, and that commitment never goes out of stock. Contact your Golden Harvest seed advisor today. Golden Harvest is a trademark of the Syngenta Group Company and lists E3 soybean technologies jointly developed with Dow AgroSciences LLC and MS Technologies LLC. And list E3 is a trademark of Dow AgroSciences LLC.
Dave Burney alongside you here on this Monday morning. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker here in Broken Bow. For a full job description or to apply, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. Notify Nebraska State personnel at 402-471-2075 if you need accommodation in the selection process. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. And this job is posted on Sandals Express as well, so go to jobs and you'll find all the information I just read you. But let me give you that website again. Statejobs, all together in lowercase, .nebraska.gov. And if you have any questions or need some help, call them at 402-471-2075. 402-471-2075.
Someone's gonna get hurt before you're through. Someone's gonna pay for the things you do. How many hearts must break? How many is it gonna take to satisfy you? Just to satisfy you. Another love, another fool to play your game. Another love, another fool, they're all the same.
Someone's gonna get hurt before you're through. Someone's gonna pay for the things you do. You're gonna find when it's too late a heart that just won't break, just to satisfy you, just to satisfy you.
How many hearts must break? How many will it take to satisfy satisfy you, just to satisfy you, satisfy you, just to satisfy you. Someone's gonna get hurt before you're through.
Someone's gonna pay for the things you do.
You're gonna find when it's too late a heart that just won't break to satisfy you, just to satisfy you.
Waylon and Willie together just to satisfy you. We're playing pure country today. Stay tuned.
As October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are reminded of the importance of annual mammograms. 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. The Callaway District Hospital is proud to offer the most advanced imaging in 3D digital mammography. 3-dimensional imaging can detect new cancers sooner than regular 2D mammograms alone. Early detection is key to increasing your survival rate. Please call 308-836-2228 to schedule your 3D mammogram. The Callaway District Hospital.
If you owe back taxes, there's a lot you need to know, starting with rule number 1. Don't mess with the IRS. They are cracking down this year by sending out heart-stopping letters, actively garnishing paychecks, levying bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. That's all true, but it's also true there's a way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative, an important government program for tax debt assistance. It's one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered, so now's the time. You could qualify for tax relief that saves you thousands, even tens of thousands. Nobody knows this program like the award-winning experts at Optima Tax Relief. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will fight to get you the best deal possible. Don't mess with the IRS. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Enlist E3 soybeans and Enlist herbicides offer farmers the weed control they deserve. Enlist One and Enlist Duo herbicides provide exceptional control of tough, resistant broadleaf weeds. You also gain flexibility with Enlist E3 soybeans. With tolerance to 2,4-D-choline, glyphosate, and glufosinate, you can design a custom approach to post-emergent weed control on Enlist E3 acres. Use Enlist herbicides as the cornerstone of your weed management plan and get on-target application with inherently low volatility 2,4-D-choline and with Colex D technology in Enlist One and Enlist Duo. Enlist herbicides offer near zero volatility, reduced potential for physical drift, and better handling characteristics. Get the weed control you need with Enlist E3 soybeans. Learn more at Enlist.com. That's Enlist.com.
Ed Lashley with Redfern Electric is based in Callaway, but they provide electrical service throughout the state of Nebraska, and especially here in the central portion of Nebraska. And they're looking for dependable, reliable job candidates. Whether you're just getting started at maybe the entry level or you're an experienced electrician, they will work it out with you. They will train you. Redfern Electric offers health benefits plus vacation and holiday pay, competitive wages, and company pickups. Call Ed at 402-641-2782 or 836-2254. Let me throw those numbers back at you again. 402-641-2782 or 836-2254 or email redfernelectric@yahoo.com for more information on this great opportunity. And you can see this job also on sandhillsexpress.com. Ed Lashley with Redfern Electric, based in Callaway, serving central Nebraska, looking for dependable, reliable job candidates. That number again, 402-641-2782 or 836-2254, or email redfernelectric@yahoo.com. Show, I got a favor to ask you. I would like you to tell our listeners a story or even just a veteran, about a veteran you know that served. If you'll call me at 872-2801 and talk about a veteran you know that served our country, I've got a ticket for you for the Veterans Memorial raffle, which will allow you to have a chance to win $500 in groceries or $300 in groceries, or third place is $100 in groceries. All you got to do is call me. And I know it's a little scary. You're going to go on the air and just tell me about a veteran you know and where they serve. That's all you got to do. 872-2801 is the number to call. The line is open right now. We're not going to take a break or anything. I'm just going to hope that you'll call in and thank a veteran that you know for serving. And it could be somebody that is serving now, could be somebody that has served, and it could be somebody that served and gave that ultimate sacrifice. It's up to you folks. 872-2801. Give me a call, and I'll pick it up, and we'll talk, and then I'll get the information from you, and you'll have a chance to win $500 in groceries at the grocery cart, or $300 for second place, or $100 in groceries for third place. 872-2801 is the number to call. I'm patiently waiting for that light to light up. I know you can do it. I know you can call me. I know it's Monday, and it's snowy. But all you have to do is call me and say, I know a veteran who served in, and then that's all there is to it. I'll get the information from you, and you'll be able to have a chance to win. Here we go. Here's the line we've been waiting for. We're going to go on the air. We don't even know who it is. It's live radio. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is Peggy Smith.
Peggy.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm just fine.
Good.
Thank you.
Do you know a veteran you'd like to mention this morning?
Well, it was my husband's son, Mike Smith, and he was in Vietnam,
mm-hmm.
and he was in charge of, like, the payroll and everything. So he was, and so anyway, this one guy came through, and it was Dahl Jungren.
No kidding. They met over in Vietnam.
Yes, he was handing out some payroll, and I'll always remember them telling about it because there was two Broken Bow guys
that just run into each other.
Yeah, he was handing Dahl Jungren his check.
Well, I sure remember Mike, and of course, Dahl's still around this area, and that's a great story. Peggy, I'll put your name. I know where you live, so I don't need all the information.
Okay, that's fine. But I thought that was kind of unique. You know, you run into a buddy from the same town, and so that's the way. He was the only one of John's boys that was in the service. And
yeah, well, I'm so glad. I think I just read yesterday that we lost something like 50,000 young men in Vietnam. I'm so glad those two came back home.
Well, yes, and at John's funeral, they always give the wife the flag.
Yes.
Well, I turned around and gave it to Mike because, he was the only one out of how many boys that was in the service, and I thought it was a nice gesture just to give it to him.
Yeah, very nice. And there was a lot of Smith boys, so he was one.
I think he was the only one.
Huh.
He's in Washington State.
Washington State now. All right.
He's a mountain man.
Well, thank you, Peg.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Great
Thank
story.
You
bet. All right, Peg. Appreciate that. We're going to close our show today with another Josh Turner song. Hope you enjoy it. And I didn't want to play that one again. I want to play this other Josh Turner song that I think you're going to like. Here we go. Close the show with this.